Well, hello and welcome to How Do I Homeschool. My name is Rebecca Devitt and today we're going to be talking about homeschool versus distance learning. You think they're the same, right? You do both at home. You sit there and you look at the screen. Pretty similar, right? Actually, there are big differences between home learning and homeschool. Maybe the biggest difference is the flexibility involved. That is, when you homeschool, it's more the parents who are in control of learning, whereas when you're distance learning, the child is being taught generally by the government, if it's a public school or another institution like a college. Another big difference between distance education and home learning is that you can also have offline learning happening if it's a homeschool, whereas if it's distance learning, it's more so online. That is, it is theoretically possible to have distance learning which is done offline, but these days it's just cheaper for them to do it online, and so they tend to. Back in my day when I was 15, which was 15 plus years ago, they would actually send you packets and packets of just printed off reams of paper which you would do, and then if you had an assignment or a test, you would post that off to teachers who would then mark it wherever those teachers were situated. With homeschool, a parent can send off for the curriculum they want and that can be sent back to them. You can do that in paper form or you can do an online homeschool curriculum. Both are pretty popular these days. I tend to opt for an offline homeschool curriculum because I just find my children are calmer and it's a better option for me. I also like things to be a little bit more flexible. With homeschooling, the parents do everything. So they source the curriculum, they teach the curriculum, they mark it. Sometimes they don't teach it in the child, it is self-paced, but a lot of the time the parent is also doing the teaching, especially when the children are young. With the distance learning curriculum, other teachers are teaching your children and not the parent. This means it is a lot easier for the parent. But then again, the parent has less input and learns less about what the child is doing and has less input into the child's life as well. Now, if you are not yet homeschooling and it is something that appeals to you, then I encourage you to go for it. But be aware that homeschooling is quite difficult initially for some parents, and it will take a little while as you get your feet wet and get used to the homeschool environment to get used to that. But for me, I've just loved every moment that I've been homeschooling and teaching my children. If you're new to homeschooling, don't forget to go onto my website homepage, and in it I have a complete guide to home education, so you can grab that at howdoihomeschool.com. So grab the complete guide. And also, if you want to learn about different ways to homeschool your child, there's lots of different ways. And a lot of homeschoolers opt for the Charlotte Mason homeschooling method, then go for that as well and get the homeschool methods quiz to find out what sort of homeschool you would like. So that's, again, it's at my homepage, howdoihomeschool.com. I'll talk to you in the next video. See you later. Bye-bye. This channel is about homeschooling, and so if that is a subject that interests you, please like and subscribe.